Good morning and Jai Hind everyone. So today we start some questions based on complex number. You write it if x is equal to if x is equal to 5 plus 2 under root minus 4. If x is equal to 5 plus 2 under root minus 4, find the value of find the value of find the value of x to the power 4 plus 9x cube x to the power 4 plus 9x cube plus 35x square minus x plus 4 minus x plus 4. Okay, you have to find the value of x to the power 4 plus 9x cube plus 35x square minus x plus 4 if it is given x is equal to 5 plus 2 under root minus 4. Okay. How you find that value? First of all, you trying to form an equation with the help of the value of x. Okay. So you write it here in solution. Here you have x is equal to 5 plus 2 under root minus 4, and that can be written as 4i square, because you know the value of minus 1 I, the value of I square is equal to minus 1. So you write here 4i square, and that is equal to 5 times of 4i. 5 times of 4i, that gives the value of x. Okay. Now you transfer this. Sorry, here you have minus x. Just correct your question. Here you have minus x. Write it here minus x. So minus x is also there. Okay, just correct it. Minus x. Minus 5 is there. Okay. So here you transpose it. So that can be written as x plus 5. X plus 5 is equal to 4i. X plus 5 is equal to 4i. Now squaring both sides. So if you squaring here, you have x square plus 10x plus 25 is equal to square of this one is minus 16. Here you have minus 16. Understand? And then you have your result like x square plus 10x and plus add it. So you have 41 is equal to 0. Means with the help of given value of x, here you form an equation x square is equal to 4x x square plus 10x plus 41 is equal to 0. Okay. With the help of that, you can find the value of unknown, that is polynomial. Okay. So write it. Here you have to find the value of x to the power 4 plus 9x cube plus 35x square minus x plus 4. You have to find the value of that. So you have to arrange the term with the help of given relation 1. Suppose here you have first equation. So with the help of that, you can write it. So what you do here, you have x to the power 4, and the highest degree of this term is here x square. So x to the power 4, in place of x to the power 4, you write here x square into, yes, that equation which is in 1. So you write here x square plus 10x plus 41. Okay, plus 41 you write in this way, and just to check it, it be balanced, means you here you have to balance the term by taking the product of these. So if you are taking the product, so x square into x square, and that becomes x to the power 4. So here you have x to the power 4. And here you see that if you multiplying there, you have 10x cube. But here you have 9x cube. So no doubt for balancing this, here you can write minus x cube. Minus x cube. Getting my point? ये step clear हुआ बेटा आपको?
Yes,
Here,
sir.
yes, here you balance it because here you have 10x cube and here you have 9x cube, which is given in your question. That's why here you subtract minus x cube. Now for that means here, here you have 41x square and here you have 35x square. So how many extra terms here you add? So what is that? 6. So here you write minus 6x to the power 4. Minus 6x to the power 4. Understand? So in this way, here you see that you have to balance the term up to x square. Now you write here your remaining term, which is minus x and 4. So you write here minus x plus 4. Minus x plus 4. Okay, you write here. Now, from equation 1, this value is 0. So the x square into 0 becomes 0. So here you can write it 0. Okay, so right. Here you have x square into 0. X square into 0. And here you write minus, and again you have to write in place of x cube, x into, yes, the values from equation 1, which is x square plus 10x plus 41 plus 41. And check it. X, oh sorry, x square is there. Here you have x square. Check it. Here you have x square. Now, just you balance the terms. So here you have 0. Now check it for this term. You have to check for this expression. So if you multiplying, so here you have minus x cube and minus x cube is there. And here you have minus 10x square. And here you have 6x square. So you have to add 4x square. Here you have to add 4x square. Understand? And for this one, here you have minus 41x. Here you have minus 41x and here you have minus 1 only. So what you add here? Plus 40x. Here you have plus 40x. So the terms up to x is balanced. So here you write 4. Here you write plus 4. Here you write plus 4. Understand? Now again, this term becomes 0. Okay, so here you have 0 and this term is also 0. So what is left? So here you have 4x square plus 40x plus 4. You have the term like that. Understand? And here you also want to balance it. Here you have 4 times of x square. So you write here this value, x square plus 10x plus 41 again. Understand? Yes, write it. So in place of that, here you write 4 times of this value, x square plus 10x and plus 41 and yes, and check it. So here you have 4x square is matched. Here you have 40x is also there, and 40x is also there. So the two terms are matched, and here you have 4 only, but here you have just check it. Here you have 4 1 is 4 and 16. 164 is there. Here you have 164, but you have to require here 4 only. So you have to subtract 160. Here you have to subtract 160. So finally what you have? 4 into 0 minus 160. So your answer is 160. So your answer is 160. Okay. So by using complex number, here you see that means if you the value of x is complex number, so in this way you can obtain the values of these expression by adjusting its terms, by adjusting its terms. Okay, note. All you getting? बेटे समझ में आए स्टेप ये सारे?
Yes, sir.
Okay, बेटा चलो जल्दी से नोट कर लो, then we start with next question based on modulus. Done? बेटे हो गया सबका?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So right, next question. Okay. Yes, right. Next question. If Z is a complex number, yes, right. If Z is a complex number such that if Z is a complex number such that mod of Z is equal to 1, such that mod of Z is equal to 1, okay, then prove that Z minus 1, then prove that Z minus 1 upon Z plus 1 is purely imaginary. Then prove that Z minus 1 upon Z plus 1 is purely imaginary. Okay, you have to check that that is purely imaginary. So when you are saying that any complex number is purely imaginary, when its real part is 0. When its real part is 0, then you can say that it is purely imaginary. Understand? So here you have given mod of Z is equal to 1. So first of all, here you suppose Z is equal to Iy. Here you assume that let Z is equal to x plus Iy. Here you assume let Z is equal to x plus Iy. Understand? And mod of Z. So the value of mod of Z is equal to under root x square plus y square. You know about that result? The mod of Z is equal to under root x square plus y square means the square root of that means square of real part of Z plus square of imaginary part of Z. That's why here you write x square plus y square. So that gives the relation in between Z and mod of Z. Okay, now come to the point where you trying to find the value of Z minus 1 upon Z plus 1. So here you write Z minus 1 upon Z plus 1. Now putting the value of Z, so here you can write x plus I y minus 1 divided by x plus I y plus 1. Okay. Now you express it in a form of standard form. Yes, express it. Here you express it in a form of standard form. So taking the conjugate of that, so here you have x plus Iy plus 1 into its conjugate x plus 1 minus Iy, x plus 1 minus Iy is its conjugate. Understand? Note that step. Here you have complex number x plus Iy plus 1. So this one, x plus 1 is its imaginary part, real part. So x plus 1 plus iy. So their conjugate is x plus 1 minus iy. So you divide it here. And yes, its numerator part is x minus 1 plus iy into, here you write x plus 1, sorry, x plus 1 minus iy, minus iy. You write in this way. Now taking its product. So that is equal to so in denominator you have uh, x plus 1 whole square, x plus 1 whole square plus y square, x plus 1 whole square plus y square in denominator part, and here you multiplying. So if you are multiplying x minus 1, complete x minus 1 to this x plus 1, so you have x square minus 1, and this x minus 1 is to be multiplied here. So you have minus I times of y into x minus 1. Note that step. First you multiplying x minus 1 to this one, so you have x square minus 1, and x minus 1 is multiplying with minus iy, so you have minus iy times of x minus 1. Now here you multiplying, so you have plus time plus I y into x plus 1. So you write here x plus 1, and here iy into iy minus iy, that becomes plus y square. So here you have plus y square. Okay, note that steps. Now you're trying to write it in a standard form. And also one thing, just you just modify it. Here it is given mod of z is equal to 1, and here you have mod of z is equal to under root x square plus y square, and that is equal to 1. Now if you are squaring, so you have your result x square plus y square is equal to 1. That is important result. You mark it as first equation. Means here you have a relation such that x square plus y square is equal to 1, which is your first equation. Now you're simplifying it again. Okay, so if you multiplying this and equating its real part and imaginary part, just check it. So that is also equal to x square plus y square. Yes, right here, x square plus y square minus 1, x square plus y square minus 1. Understand? And for imaginary part, here you have minus I into, yes, multiplying its term. So you write here xy minus y. Sorry, here you take plus y plus I common. Here you take plus I common. So you multiplying this one. So you have xy plus y. Okay, and here you have negative term. So minus xy. Okay, minus xy and plus y whole divided by you have x square plus 1 whole square plus y square. Understand? Now from equation 1, in equation 1 you have x square plus y square is equal to 1. So you can write x square plus y square minus 1 is equal to 0. So that part is 0. So you write it. So here you have 0 and plus xy, and xy is cancel out. So here you have 2iy upon x square plus 1 whole square plus y square. Understand? Now that complete result can be written as 2yi upon x plus 1 whole square plus y square. So for the value of z plus 1 upon z minus 1 upon z plus 1, here you see that the value of its real part is completely zero. So you can say that it is purely imaginary. So you write it. Hence, so here you write which is purely imaginary, which is purely imaginary, which is purely imaginary. So in this way, here you prove your result. So if the real part of any complex number, sorry, real part of any complex number is zero, you can say that it is purely imaginary. No. Now, in the same way, you have other question. Yes, right. If z is equal to, if z is equal to x plus iy and omega is equal to 1 minus iz, 1 minus iz upon z minus I, 1 minus iz upon z minus I, so that mod of omega is equal to 1, so that mod of omega is equal to 1 implies z is purely real, z is purely real. Okay, you have to prove this result. Means, what is the meaning of this question? Actually, here you have a condition. If the value of omega, that means mod of omega is equal to 1, then you have to prove that z is purely real. Okay, but here the value of omega is already given, which is 1 minus iz upon z minus I, and yes, you can take z is equal to x plus iy. So here you have to prove that this z is purely real. Means, when you can say the z is purely real, when its imaginary part, that means y is equal to 0. If you have to prove that here the value of y is 0, so it is your question is proved here. Understand? So trying to prove. So first of all, what is given here? Here you have omega, mod of omega is equal to 1. Now putting the value of omega, so you have mod of 1 minus iz upon z minus I, and its complete value is 0. And its complete value is 0. And you have the property of modulus function, sorry, mod of complex number, that mod of z1 upon mod of z2 is equal to mod of z1 upon mod of z2. Okay, so here you applying it, so you have mod of 1 minus iz upon mod of z minus I can be written as 1. So here you have 1. Understand? And also you can write it as mod of 1 minus iz is equal to mod of z minus I. Mod of 1 minus iz is equal to mod of z minus I. Understand? Now putting the value of z. So here you have given z is equal to x plus iy. So you putting in this equation. बेटा यहां तक कर लिया सब लोग?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so putting the value of z, so you have mod of 1 minus I times of x plus iy is equal to mod of x plus iy minus I. Okay, now you write it in standard form. So that is written as mod. So here you write 1 minus ix, and here you have minus I square. So minus I square is what? Plus. So you have y, and that is equal to mod of x times of I common. So you have y minus 1. You have y minus 1 in this way. Now, here you have real part is 1 plus y and imaginary part is minus x. So if you're taking its value, what is that? You have under root 1 plus y whole square, means within root square of real part plus square of imaginary part. So you have x square, and that is equal to, again here you have real part x. So you have x square plus y minus 1 whole square. Now squaring both side, so you have 1 plus y whole square plus x square is equal to x square plus y minus 1 whole square. So x square and x square is cancel out, and just you trying to simplify. So you have 1 plus 2y plus y square is equal to y square minus 2y plus 1. So y square is cancelled, 1 and 1 is cancelled out. So you have 4 times of y is equal to 0 or y is equal to 0. 4 times of y is equal to 0 or you have y is equal to 0. So here you see that for the complex number x plus iy, y is equal to 0 means what? Its imaginary part is 0. Its imaginary part is 0. So this implies what? Z is purely real. Z is purely real. So this proves that the complex number is purely real because its imaginary part y is equal to 0. Notice. हो गया बेटा सबका डन. बेटे हो गए सबके.
Done, sir.
Okay. Yes, right. Next question. Okay, right. Next question. If alpha and beta, if alpha and beta are different complex number, are different complex numbers. Okay. If alpha and beta are different complex numbers with mod of beta is equal to 1, with mod of beta is equal to 1, find, here you have to find the value of mod of beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar beta. here you have to find the value of beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar beta. Okay, that value is required, and here you have alpha and beta are different complex number. And just you see here you how you find the value of mod of beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar beta. Actually, here you have, you know, this property uh, that mod of z whole square, mod of z whole square is equal to z into z bar. Z into z bar is equal to mod of z whole square. So here you applying that concept. Okay, so right. So due to that property, you can write mod of beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar beta whole square is equal to, that is equal to, here you write beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar beta into beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar beta, and the conjugate of all that. Here you take the conjugate over whole. Understand? So here you applying this property. And if you applying a property on that means conjugate, here you have the conjugate over all. So again, you know this property, conjugate of z1 upon z2 whole conjugate is equal to conjugate of z1 upon conjugate of z2. You know this property. So here you applying that. That can be written as beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar beta is, and here if you applying, uh, so beta minus alpha whole conjugate upon 1 minus alpha bar beta and the conjugate of this one. Okay, here you applying in this way. And also you know the property uh, z1 plus z2, conjugate of z1 plus z2 is equal to conjugate of z1 plus conjugate of z2, conjugate of z1 plus conjugate of z2. So here you applying this property, so that can be written beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar beta and is equal to beta conjugate of beta minus conjugate of alpha upon 1. So write as it is. And here you have conjugate of alpha into conjugate of beta into conjugate of beta. You can write likewise. Are you getting this step? Listen बेटा, यहाँ पे जैसे दिया है conjugate of beta minus alpha पे whole conjugate, understand? But listen, that cannot be written as beta plus alpha. Why? Because here beta and alpha are different complex number, not real part and imaginary part. In case of conjugate of z, actually, if you are taking the conjugate of z, so in that case you have to change the sign in between the real part and imaginary part of z. Okay, so here you applying this property so that be distributed. Now multiplying this one. Now here you take one step more. Conjugate of alpha can be written as alpha, and just you multiplying here numerator part and denominator part, and just see what you have. So beta is multiplying to both the term, so you have beta bar. Here you have beta into beta bar, and here you have beta into alpha bar. Okay, and minus alpha beta bar. Okay, and here you have plus alpha into alpha bar, alpha into alpha bar. In the same way, now if you are taking the product of denominator, so you have 1 minus, here you have alpha, so right, minus alpha beta bar, and For this one, you write here minus alpha bar beta, okay, plus alpha bar alpha. Here you have alpha bar alpha and beta bar. Yes, right. Beta into beta bar. Okay. Yes. You have the expression like that. No. Again. Yes, note it. यहां तक कर लिया सब लोग?
Yes, sir.
Okay, beta. So after that, here you applying property again. Beta into beta bar can be written as mod of beta whole square. Okay, and also here you have alpha into alpha bar, so that be written as mod of alpha whole square, and these two terms you have to write as it is. Okay, so here you applying property again. That is also equal to, yes, right here. So beta into beta bar can be written as mod of beta whole square minus beta alpha bar. You write here beta alpha bar minus alpha beta bar. Okay, and plus here you write mod of alpha whole square. Mod of alpha whole square. And in denominator you have 1 minus alpha beta bar minus alpha bar beta, and here you have mod of alpha whole square mod of beta whole square. Okay, now in question here you have given mod of beta is equal to 1. What is given here? Mod of beta is equal to 1. So you putting mod of beta is equal to 1. So put it here, the value of beta. So the mod of beta is equal to 1. So you have 1 minus beta alpha bar minus alpha beta bar plus mod of alpha whole square, 1 minus alpha beta bar minus alpha bar beta plus mod of alpha whole square, and the value of beta is square, beta mod of beta is 1. So here you see that you have the same term, 1 is there, minus alpha beta bar alpha bar beta, here you have also alpha bar beta, mod of alpha is square, and here you have mod of alpha is square. So here you have the similar term, so that value is 1. So that value is 1. So finally, here you find that though the value of, so here you find that the mod of, that means, yes, mod of beta minus alpha